To millions of fans around the world, he is the brilliant leader of BTS, the rapper with powerful lyrics, the intellectual who speaks fluent English on global stages, the calm voice guiding the group through success and pressure. But behind the intelligence, behind the confidence, behind the smile, there is a story most people never hear. A story filled with doubt, responsibility, and emotional weight. Because being the leader of the world's biggest group is not just an honor. Sometimes, it's a burden. This is the untold story of RM and the pain he carried behind the smile. Chapter 1. A different kind of dream. Long before global fame, RM was simply Kim Namjoon, a quiet boy growing up in Seoul. Unlike many future idols who dreamed of dancing on stage, Namjoon's childhood looked very different. He loved books. He loved writing. And he had an extraordinary talent for language and intelligence. In fact, Namjoon once ranked among the top students in the country with an incredibly high IQ. Many people believed he would become a professor or a professional scholar. Music was not the path people expected him to choose. But Namjoon had discovered something powerful: hip-hop. And once he discovered rap, there was no turning back. Chapter 2. The choice that changed everything. Choosing music over academics was not an easy decision. In South Korea, academic success is often seen as the safest and most respected path. So when Namjoon told his parents he wanted to become a rapper, the reaction was difficult. His mother once reportedly broke his microphone and computer to stop him from pursuing music. Imagine believing so deeply in a dream, while the people around you feared that dream could ruin your future. For a young Namjoon, it was heartbreaking. But instead of giving up, he worked even harder, writing lyrics, recording music, building his identity as a rapper in the underground hip-hop scene. Chapter 3. Entering the trainee world. Eventually, Namjoon caught the attention of producers at Big Hit Entertainment. At the time, the company was small and unknown. There were no guarantees of success. But Big Hit saw something special in Namjoon. Not just talent, but leadership. He became the first confirmed member of what would later become BTS. However, becoming a trainee introduced him to a completely different challenge. He was no longer just a rapper. Now he had to become an idol performer. That meant dance training, vocal training, endless rehearsals, and intense criticism. For someone who came from a hip-hop background, adapting to idol choreography was incredibly difficult. Namjoon has openly admitted something surprising. He was not naturally good at dancing. While other trainees mastered choreography quickly, he struggled. And that struggle sometimes made him feel like he didn't belong. Chapter 4. The responsibility of being leader. Even before BTS debuted, Namjoon was chosen as the leader of the group. At the time, he was still young. But suddenly, he was responsible for guiding 6 other members, making decisions, representing the group, and communicating with the company. Being a leader sounds powerful, but it can also be incredibly lonely. Because when things go wrong, the leader often blames himself first. Namjoon carried that responsibility every single day. Chapter 5. The early struggles of BTS. When BTS debuted in 2013, success didn't come easily. In fact, the early years were incredibly difficult. They came from a small company with limited influence. Many people in the industry doubted them. Some critics even mocked them. Award shows ignored them. Opportunities were limited. For Namjoon, those years were emotionally exhausting. Because as the leader, he felt responsible for the group's future. Imagine leading a team of talented artists, while constantly wondering if your dream will survive. Chapter 6. The weight of words. As BTS began gaining international attention, Namjoon found himself becoming the voice of the group. He gave speeches. He represented BTS in interviews. He spoke on global stages. One of the most powerful moments in his career came when he delivered a speech at the United Nations. Standing in front of world leaders, he spoke about self-love and youth empowerment. But moments like that carry enormous pressure, because every word matters, and millions of people are listening. For Namjoon, speaking for BTS meant carrying the hopes of the group and their fans. Chapter 7: The Emotional Struggles. Despite his intelligence and confidence, Namjoon has openly spoken about his internal struggles. There were times when he felt lost, times when he questioned his choices, times when he felt overwhelmed by expectations. Being the leader meant protecting the group, even when he himself felt uncertain. But he rarely showed that pain publicly. Instead, he poured those emotions into music. Songs filled with reflection, doubt, growth, and honesty. Chapter 8: The Pressure of Global Fame. When BTS exploded into global fame, life changed dramatically. Suddenly, Namjoon wasn't just leading a K-pop group. He was leading one of the most famous groups in the world. Every move was watched, every word analyzed, every mistake criticized. Living under that level of scrutiny can be mentally exhausting. And yet, Namjoon continued standing in front of cameras, speaking calmly and confidently, even when the pressure was overwhelming. Chapter 9: The Leader Who Protects His Team. One of the reasons fans respect Namjoon so deeply is how he protects the members of BTS. When controversies or criticism appear, he often takes responsibility as the leader. He shields the members from unnecessary pressure, and he constantly reminds them of their worth. Leadership is not about power, it's about sacrifice. And Namjoon has sacrificed a lot to keep BTS strong. Chapter 10: Finding Peace and Growth. Over time, Namjoon began learning something important. Perfection is impossible. Growth is what truly matters. Through his music, art, and personal reflections, he began embracing who he is, both strengths and flaws. Instead of hiding his struggles, he shares them. And that honesty is exactly why millions of fans connect with him. Because behind the intelligent leader, there is a human being learning, evolving, and growing. Today, RM is known not only as a rapper and performer, but as one of the most respected leaders in modern music. But his story reminds us of something important. Behind every confident leader, there are quiet moments of doubt. Behind every powerful speech, there are sleepless nights of reflection. And behind every smile, there may be pain that no one else sees. Yet despite everything, Namjoon kept moving forward, leading his team, believing in the dream, and inspiring millions of people around the world. That is the true story behind the smile. If RM's story moved or inspired you, share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what part of his journey touched you the most. And if you want to uncover more powerful stories behind your favorite celebrities, the next video on your screen dives into the incredible journey of BTS member J-Hope. Click it now to discover another inspiring story you won't want to miss. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next deep dive into the untold stories behind the stars.